coronavirus. Coronavirus is the coronavirus. Hey, coronavirus. Coronavirus. Coronavirus is the coronavirus. 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 Coronavirus is the coronavirus. 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 Coronavirus is the coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. We still stuck in it. It's the coronavirus. 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 Coronavirus is the coronavirus. 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 Coronavirus is the coronavirus pandemic. Today is Monday, May 4th, 2020. Y'all, I've been dealing with this coronavirus mess since I got off that beautiful cruise ship late December last year. Thanksgiving cruise. Literally, I've been dealing with this mess since December 1st. December, January, February, March, April, and now May. I'm tired of the coronavirus. But I guess I might as well get untired because you know what? The coronavirus pandemic ain't going nowhere anytime soon. It is here to stay. It ain't going nowhere, so I just got to get dealing with it. So yesterday, gorgeous, beautiful day in Atlanta, I decided I'd venture out into the city and go to the park to get some exercise. So I ran a few errands and I got down to Piedmont Park. It wasn't as crowded as I've seen it in the past, but it still was a decent sized crowd there. I had my little mask with me. I was doing my social distancing. I was really by myself. Some friends of mine were there, but I wasn't really going to, hang with them. I was going to I just wanted to just walk around and get some exercise by myself. But it was such a large group of people, and I thank all the people who came up to me yesterday who have supported me here on my YouTube channel. I appreciate the love that you gave me, and you did practice social distancing, that you all listening, and we understand what the hell is going on. And we're trying to protect ourselves and protect one another by practicing social distancing, wearing masks when they need to be worn. But there was a large group of people in the park who did not have masks on. There were a few, but the vast majority didn't have masks on. Now, since we're in an outside setting, I'll kind of give them a pass on that, But I can't give you a pass on not practicing social distancing because it's almost as if everything we're going through is some type of joke to some people. No one's taking it quite as serious as others. And people can say, Walter, you thought it was a hoax. And I've explained this 1,000 times. When this originally started, I did not say that the coronavirus was a hoax. My concern was this truly a pandemic, because the numbers were so low until we began to realize that China was lying about the number of deaths and the number of people who were ill or contracted the coronavirus in China, and that skewed the numbers. So it's like, what is going on here? But as we've gotten further and deeper into this mess, and we now have 67,000 Americans dead. Now, this whole 67,000 people dead, you all know there are a lot more than 67,000 people dead. We're probably over close to somewhere in the 80, 90 to 100,000 range of deaths. If you go back to late November, when this virus first got here dancing across America, which they still won't tally for some reason, but November, December, January, February, but those people who died, then you start factoring in illnesses that in certain people died in nursing homes. Everybody keeps this false notion that they're saying everybody who's dying is being tagged as coronavirus, and that's not true. In fact, it's very difficult. My mother's husband just passed away. We've been trying to get the autopsy results and a coronavirus test done on him and all kinds of stuff. We have not got any answers. And we've come to the conclusion we're not going to get any answers. So in fact, they say his death was caused by, gosh, I forget what it was caused by, but if they were going to say he was, that if If they were going to say he died from coronavirus, they just said he died from coronavirus. But we haven't even been able to get a coronavirus on this man's body, and he's now at the funeral home. And they promised my mother that they would take care of that. We have got no answers, no nothing, call, written, nothing, confusing. And that's not the only person that I know of who's died here in Atlanta, and they have not been able to get their loved ones tested for coronavirus. So please stop spreading the false lie that everybody who dies, they tag them as coronavirus, because that's not true. It is very complicated to get a coronavirus test. If you didn't die in a medical setting and they had already diagnosed you with coronavirus, it's almost impossible for them to go after the fact and now diagnose you with coronavirus and say this is what you died from. And I know several people who died in recent weeks, and their loved ones and family members have made several attempts to make sure to see if the person was positive for coronavirus, COVID-19, and they were not able to get a test at all, and these people have now since been buried and gone. So let's just stop that lie right there dead in its tracks. But back to Piedmont Park. As the sun went down, the park got crowded and packed, and more people showed up. And social distancing just went out the window. However, at this point, one of my associates showed up, and we kept our distance from one another. And we were practicing social distance. We know better. We have sense enough. He has his mask, But we were in an outdoor setting, so we said, we don't need the mask, we just stay away from people. But as I watched these large group of black gay guys show up and arrive, they couldn't follow the rules. Very few of them had masks on. No one was practicing social distancing. It was like, this is a joke. Nobody cared. They were packed together like sardines in a small parking lot area, drinking and clubbing. And this went on for hours and hours. And I sat at a table to the side, me and a couple of friends that we were practicing keeping our distance. We've known each other for years, and we've been around each other since this has been starting. And we just sat there shaking our head like, these guys don't get it, and they don't care. And I said I wasn't going to say anything while I was sitting there amongst my friends, and everybody said, you're so negative. But every one of them said, these guys are going to get sick, and in a few weeks, we're going to have a bunch of dead sissies here in Atlanta. And I just sat there sipping on my little drink. I didn't say a word. Because it's true. In a few weeks, we're going to have a bunch of dead black folks. Because not only with these gay guys at Piedmont Park. Then you haul your ass down to the West End Mall, and they're out there in Niggerville spinning donuts and playing fireworks in a parking lot with large groups of people. There have been large groups of people who met all over Atlanta, motorcycle gangs, all kinds of folks, and nobody seems to care. They don't care. Either they don't care, or they just don't know. How could you not know about the coronavirus? You haven't heard about COVID-19? Where would you have to be hitting under a rock? How could you not know about COVID-19, the coronavirus, and how she just swept through and killed close to 70,000+ people in just a matter of weeks? They don't care. What y'all think we've been in lockdown for? And hiding in the house. Oh, lockdown? I'm always in the house. Sometimes you just wonder, do black people are, and I'm just joking here because I'm sure they all know what's going on here in Atlanta with MARTA being free, nobody working, the hotels shut down, all this stuff is, there's still a lot. Although Governor Kemp opened up the state of Georgia, everything downtown Atlanta is still closed. The hotels are closed, the restaurants are closed. You can only get food to take out, and they close early. And ain't nobody in there. I went to a couple places just to see where they open, and they didn't have, but you can go in there and eat. I didn't see anywhere in Midtown or downtown Atlanta where you can walk into a restaurant and sit down and eat. I didn't see a place. And I looked around. Now they were having to go and pick up and curbside delivery and all that stuff. But as we going walking in there and sitting down and eating, no. Nope. So Lenox Mall opens today. I'm sure it's going to be a ghost town because I don't think. But over in Niggerville, some new Air Jordans came out over the weekend. And the niggas lined up 100+ deep to get some Jordans, a retro reissue. They need them drugs that bad. And so y'all gonna be sitting around saying that black folks died from the coronavirus. The black folks don't give a damn about the coronavirus because they're not doing any of the stuff they've been told to. Wear masks, social distance, keep your hands clean and sanitized. I finally get hold of some sanitizer bottles. Those spray stuff for you get in the baby section. You can put it in your car. You can go get 10 of them. I'll go to the baby section. They have these little sanitizing things. Those small little tubes. I wish I could show when they got them in the baby section at all stores. We are not following the rules because we don't think the rules are meant for us, as usual. I keep going back to when HIV first hit the United States and how these doctors and medical technicians and pharmaceutical companies promised there would be medicine, a treatment, a vaccine. It never arrived. And 1 year we will have a vaccine. 30 years later, we ain't got shit. But a treatment that's very expensive. And if you stop taking that treatment, you're going to die. And the treatment itself sometimes has horrible side effects for certain people. These same people that run around here now and saying, yes, we're going to have a vaccine in 12 to 18 months, they're lying through their fucking teeth. They're lying. It could be years. Years. And that doesn't guarantee we will get the vaccine. We might get some help with a little treatment or something. They might find a medicine that works to treat it after you get it. And laid up in the hospital. I looked at all them young gay guys out there congregated together like sardines without giving a care in the world to this virus. Now in my mind, I said, I wonder just how many people end up sick in the hospital. And do these niggas realize that these niggas that they hanging around laughing and smiling with, none of them are going to be able to come up there and visit them in the hospital. While they laying up there trying to beg them to get on a respirator or some type of air so they can breathe. I just kept my distance and kind of watched. But I did, you know what I made? I made a vow. I'm not going back into those environments. Not right now. Because we don't understand. There was plenty of space to social distance. Plenty of space for people to spread out. Plenty of space for people not have to be on top of each other. You didn't have to, but people, if you don't care, you don't care. And clearly these guys didn't care because none of them were attempting to try to social distance. They think it is a joke. And they're going to pay a heavy price for this, but for their foolishness. It's just arrogance. And I didn't say nothing to nobody because people are like looking at me like, what do you think about this? And I'm like, I'm way over here in the corner sitting at the table. I'm not amongst that crowd. I don't have any underlying health issues like they got. Unfortunately, I'm looking at a large group of people who are HIV positive. They didn't care when they got HIV now, so I don't think they're going to care if they get the coronavirus. So I sat and watched. But for me, sitting there watching that was disappointing because I would have thought by now that these young men would have woke up and became intelligent and realized this is not a joke. That this coronavirus is very serious. And that it can take your life. Or you will be fighting for your life if you don't fall into an 80 percentile that gets okay. So I can't read the messages. Walter, but you said this and you said that. And I said many, many moons ago when this first started, I was concerned about was this a pandemic or not. We now know it is a pandemic, and we can see on the TV that's killed in America close to 70,000 people. Those are the ones they're listing. There are thousands of other deaths from coronavirus that are not being listed for whatever reasons. Now, you all don't have to believe in the coronavirus. You don't have to do shit. You can run down Peachtree Street butt ass naked if you want to. You can do whatever the fuck you want to. I'm only worried about the big nigga sitting right here in this chair, in this shirt. After the rest of y'all, I'm not going to be amongst that mess because it ain't worth it. A large group of people who don't give a shit, who ain't read. It's like they have not gained. The last few weeks, they didn't sit at home reading the internet about the stories about people having funerals and large people showing up for these funerals and getting sick, or having church service and large people showing up for these church services and getting sick. It's like all this information that has been put out there for us to understand and acknowledge is gone. They had the white party in Miami. Large groups of guys got sick and died after attending that event. It's like they don't care. Either they don't care, or they don't know, or they're stupid, or they retire. What is it? But in the meanwhile, while we trying to figure out what's going on and what's wrong with these niggas, last night when I was standing there, I heard something. I was sitting there at my drink and I heard the coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. That's what I heard. The coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. Coronavirus right there. The coronavirus. Hey, coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. The coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. It was the coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. Right there in the parking lot, y'all. Right there with us, y'all. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. I heard it. I heard that chant. But they didn't hear it. So we ain't learned shit. But I won't be back out there. They open back up these malls today. They're going to start freeing back open these stores. It's evident that Americans just don't understand what social distancing means. When you saw all these beach scenes from the beaches on the East and West Coast in Florida and in California, crowds of people standing around. Nobody cares. These numbers are going to go up in spike, regardless of whether you think it's, whatever y'all think, it don't matter. Because we're going to see more people die from this virus this summer. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to travel and do some things I want to do and stay away from large groups of people. I'm going to have to be finding little beaches way out far away out in the distance. Places nobody ever would visit. I can drive my car to. And go hang out there. I can't go amongst these crowds because they don't get it. Not while this is going on. I'd have to be at the beach early in the morning, get swimming in the water, get dressed out of the water, and back to my room. Because we seem to have a lack of either. I just can't put my finger on it. No one seems to care. And no one's taking it seriously. And it's going to be some heavy prices to pay. I can see them sisters screaming and hollering and ranting and raving about so-and-so who died and this person got sick and that. Here's the funny part. So, I'm always thinking about my health. So last night, of course, because I was in the park walking around, I did a shoot last night, wore me out. I walked around the park, and I'm outdoors. There's still some pollen in the air and stuff, so my throat was still kind of itchy and stuff. So I got to this house, y'all know how I feel about this shit. I started rinsing out my sinuses, taking medications, all kinds of shit, blowing my nose out, cleaning everything up, gargling. I was either I didn't came in contact with some more pollen or that damn coronavirus. Any which way it went, I'm getting rid of it. Gargling, rinsing, boiling water, all kinds of shit. I was like, took medication, fine, so okay, I can go to bed an hour later. I'm going to take care of my health. I'm not no fool. Woke up this morning, I can breathe again. I feel great. I have this medicine, y'all ever heard it called Mucinex. Whenever I feel like my chest is starting to get a little congestion from pollen or whatever, I take that Mucinex. I take 2 of them damn things. It knocked that mess out. I'm going to take care of my health. I said Mucinex. You can get it in any drugstore. I didn't say apple cider vinegar. I got some apple cider vinegar. I'm going to marinate some chicken breasts with that mess. I may put that in my tea. So, yeah, I came here last night. I took me got my sinus thing out, rinsed my sinuses. Twice, rinsed. That stuff was clean, blew it all out. I took some allergy medicine. I took my Mucinex. I took some Benadryl, and I was preparing myself to go to bed, but I also wanted to make sure before I went to bed that I cleaned up all my sinuses and stuff, so it felt better. Because I don't know what was going on out there last night. And so, because I'm outdoors for a little while, I want to make sure if it was the coronavirus, I got her ass out my nose, or that pollen, whatever it was this morning. I woke up great, so I feel a lot better. I could barely even talk last night. But I'm going to take care of my health. The rest of these guys, they're not. Either they don't know how, they don't care, they're fucking slow, they're fucking dumb, they're fucking retarded, they just don't get it, they just don't give a fuck. I don't know, I don't care. I just have to worry about me. I wish them all the best of luck. Because moving forward, as we get ready for the fall, first we got to get to the summer. As we get through the summer, because this virus is not going no place this summer. They talking about, the heat, they kill it. Y'all don't listen to Donald Trump. Virus is going to be here this summer. It's going to be here all summer long. And then this fall, we're going to have a COVID-19 Reloaded Part 2. And I don't think we're going to be ready for it. I'm going to be ready. I'm stocking up on everything over here. I'm going to make sure I get my flu shot in August, September. My pneumonia shot in August, September. I'm 50 years of age. I'm going to get all my immunizations and vaccines that are proven. I know some of y'all are like, that flu shot don't mean nothing. And don't get one. I'm getting one. Me. For my black ass. Fuck y'all. And all that shit together because it's fall, so I can get back to ready to hunker down and watch COVID-19 up Reloaded, because it's going to be a trip. Right before election, shit, they might try to kill 100,000 folks to get Donald Trump out of office. Pay attention. We might get to see them bodies laying in the street. Oh my God. They're going to run his ass out of office. And we may have to step over one of y'all's dead bodies. Don't just make sure you're not one of them dead bodies out there laying on the street, because they want it known. And don't tell them what these folks up to. I don't trust them. But anyway, it is Monday, May 4th, the year is 2020. I'm ready to find something to eat in this kitchen. It's a beautiful day. And I'm out of here. I'm going to try to do another video later. There are no promises, but I'll try. But I'll be back. Today is Monday, May 4th, the year is 2020, and we're still stuck in the coronavirus, 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 the coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. Is the coronavirus? Hey, coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. Is the coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. Coronavirus is the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus pandemic. I'm out.